Let's talk about the 900 Global Origin right after this. This is the new 900 Global Origin. New cover stock, new core. Cover stock is the RB93 Reserve Blend 93 Hybrid, and the core is the new Ellipse core with the AI technology. It will be a 2.48 RG and an 050 differential. Take a look at mine here. Probably looks exactly like every other thing that I have shown you up to this point. It's 4.5-inch pin to pap. Like I said in the attention star video, I forgot to measure these before I took them home and then have used them now for a couple of weeks since then. So I will try to do that and give you your dual angle numbers in the description when I get a chance. Let's check it out. So I was pretty excited about this because I had seen a couple of guys throw it before I had a chance to get my hands on one to use, and it seemed like it was going to be something that was pretty usable. And if you've watched enough of these, you know that it takes a little while for me to trust something enough to bring it with me to important tournaments and use it a lot. And from what I saw throwing this, it was enough for me to bring it with me as part of a 10-ball arsenal, including plastic, that went with me to the Regional Players Invitational, and it was something that I used there for a good chunk of that tournament as well. And, from looking at some of the shots here, especially the ones that you see down at lane level, it probably slots itself sort of in the middle of everything in friction created and response time usability. And those are the balls that we tend to like, right? Those gives us a lot of optionality. It seems like it is something that can be used in a number of different conditions, on house patterns, and it's just something that you kind of want to have in the bag as an option in the middle of the block when you're getting away from your stronger, slower stuff, but we're not quite ready to get to the really, quick and clean things that we have in our bag. And with the Origin here, you can see that as we moved in, tried to open our angles, it probably could create enough friction that it's not just shooting, but it's really having a hard time making that aggressive turn down the lane that we would need it to in a scenario like that. The ball that I threw it up against is I wanted to use another hybrid, so I used the Sublime. And obviously there's going to be some differences here from the asymmetry of the Origin versus the Sublime being symmetric. But with cover stock being sort of the most important thing as far as ball motion is concerned, I figured that we wanted to stick in the hybrid range. And, this Sublime, it sort of tricked me when I first drilled it. I thought it was a ball that I could use as a very quick option, and I think that was just sort of what it did out of the box with the shine it had on it. And the more that I've had it now, the more I feel like it's probably more usable in the medium quick category, even sometimes closer to medium. And comparison to, say, this Origin, I feel like you can use it a little bit quicker, and also it being symmetric, it's probably going to have an easier time getting through friction in the front. So if we're starting to feel like, an Origin is burning up, but we want to get to something that's not too crazy quick, that's not going to be really, really aggressive off the spot because we haven't quite had the lanes developed there yet, then this Sublime is probably a good option to get to. And I would still say that it's probably in the medium range from a friction created standpoint. It's a lot stronger than I thought it was. In fact, when I first drilled it, the thing I was telling everybody was like, I can't believe how much this hooks compared to what I thought it was going to be. So I certainly think that it is a good option to step down to. With the Sublime here, you can see as we chase it left, probably pretty similar as far as friction created being strong enough, and it does seem a little bit quicker kind of getting off that spot, but it's not really making up for the strength that it doesn't have. So recap, really quick, like I said, right in the middle. Medium friction, medium response time, something that I'm going to be using a lot, something that I'm excited to use a lot going forward. And a lot of these new balls that have come out in the past, I don't know, quarter of the year have been things that have immediately found a spot in my arsenal, so I'm pretty excited to use them. Thanks again to all the people that helped me do these. Quick story, my hard drive absolutely died on me, and I did not have the footage for this. Thankfully, Tim Friends from Friends Photography had not deleted it yet, and I was able to save it and make some new thumbnails and graphics to be able to put in here to be able to get it to you guys. I was afraid we were going to have to reshoot it. Same for the Physics Blackout that will be coming out probably in about a week. We managed to save everything for that too. So thanks again, Storm Products, Storm Roto, 900 Global, Vice Inserts, Brad Angelo and Brad Angelo Lanes, and Bull U. We will see you next time.